Brethren, today is Thursday, the 21st day of December 2023. I hope you're safe and healthy, your family, I hope they're safe and healthy, and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, who, along with the first responders, have a job of saving lives. And those also that make deliveries for our convenience, and those that pick up garbage to keep our streets and cities, towns, clean and disease free. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, recover teenagers and children who are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. The people who are also victims of pornography and child pornography, human trafficking, sex, slavery, prostitution, child prostitution. Double curses on the perpetrators of these things. Double curses on those who profit and the perverts that make this happen. Finally, double blessings upon those that are homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, and children homeless in the United States of America, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. So there was a basketball game last night, and there was a lot of events yesterday. As I'm here in Newark, I'm getting ready to leave. In fact, Uber come to pick me up in about 20 minutes, take me to the airport, and head back down to Florida. But man, we had such a good time. First, like I said, I lost my hat coming into New York, and so I went to the NBA store and bought one. And when I got to the restaurant, Brother Kendall had a hat, this hat, for me. The hat that I bought, well, I ain't need two, and I didn't want to carry two, so I gave one to my cousin. And Brother Kendall from Ossining, up in Obi territory, he got me this one. Thank you, Brother Kendall from Ossining. So we hung out. It was me, Brother Kendall. It was Brother Kavan. It was brother named Q that we met there. Then it was, who else? My cousins. Got three of my cousins was there. And we had a really good time last night. And then we finished there at the restaurant. And then we headed over to Brooklyn to the game. Hung out a little bit. Then we went into the game. And now the game, the Knicks played a tremendous game. I mean, they really did. Like I said, we know Julius Randle overall. I mean, as you look at this part of the season, he really is playing with a much more mature level in terms of his emotional control. And he's playing with a lot of joy. It's like, after the game, Taj Gibson said that there's a lot of, what did he say? He said there's a lot of love in the locker room. That really starts with Julius. Because when Julius is surly, it kind of brings a pall over the locker room. But when Julius is happy and playing with the joy, because he's one of the leaders, the older players, not as old as Todd, but one of the vets on the team, it permeates the locker room. So he's playing with a joy. He's playing at a high level. Is really being helped by Jalen Brunson, who obviously is the leader of the team. And seeing Jalen Brunson operate in person is much different than seeing him operate on TV. He's really seeing the floor. And in fact, some of the assists he did were amazing. And, like you didn't know it was coming. Even he saw it developing and he got the pass in the right place at the right time. A couple of times the players just fumbled the ball, but he's something else. So he and Jewel, we knew were going to show up. But then DiVincenzo was shooting the lights out and playing defense last night. In fact, all of them were playing defense. Grimes and RJ's struggles on offense continue. But in terms of defensive effort, the whole team, Hartenstein played extremely well with the first unit. I was surprised that we did not see Jericho Sims, but Taj Gibson came in and did. It's almost like the last time he was with the Knicks and he played that backup role effectively. It just that he didn't miss a beat. He came right in, did what he does. It was beautiful to watch. And what I also noticed, Tibbs has a preset substitution system, so that the players sometimes he'll call a player, but I noticed that the players knew when they were getting ready to go in. Like Quickly knew when he was getting ready to go in. Grimes knew it, and they started stretching because they knew they were getting ready to go in. And so there's like a preset system that when you get to like the fourth quarter, that's when he starts to call players, or end of the third quarter, that he wants in with certain combinations. But I noticed that he has a preset system when times when players are supposed to come in. It was a beautiful game to watch. The Knicks were simply the better team last night. They're simple as that. They're just a better team. And how long has it been since we could say that against the Nets, when the Nets have had players like Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and before that. So they were just clearly the better team. Just clearly, it wasn't even like, even though you got ebbs and flows in the 82 game schedule, the Knicks were clearly a better team. I mean, they really are. The Knicks have developed to the point that they are a legit playoff contender right now. So it was beautiful to watch. It was fun. We had the seats that we had were pretty good. I wasn't sure how, but we were very close. We were right. We weren't on the floor, but we didn't need to be. We were right near like I called out to Taj and he smiled. It was close. That's how close we were. And so it was good. It was a lot of fun. Now we lose Mitchell Robinson for the season. That is a major blow. I can't hide it, front it, whatever. And but let me, before all of you trade mongers and scouts out there, want to be scouts, start talking about players we need to go obtain. You don't do that right away. Oh, we need this one. We need that one. We need to go this one. First thing, the mode you get in when the issue comes up, it's not even the mode you get in, it's the mode you avoid. You avoid trip mode. So when something happens, the first action is not to trip. And I'm glad that Leon Rose never trips. So what will the Knicks do? Well, right now, the way it played out last night, Hartenstein actually fit very well with the first unit. And last night's stats, I think he scored 7 points and had like 10 boards. That's a typical Hartenstein game. He actually had a block or two. He's a tough kid. He's not Mitchell Robinson, but he brings the toughness on the defensive end that you want. So I'm thinking he probably continues to start, and they're going to decide. First of all, I don't know what's wrong. I was surprised that we didn't see Jericho Sims. He wasn't even on the bench yesterday, so I was surprised he wasn't there. I don't know how bad his ankle sprain is. We'll find out shortly, I'm sure. Taj is adequate for the third role, fill-in minutes. I'm not sure if they're going to go get somebody or they're going to use Jericho in that second unit. I don't know. So that's yet to be determined. So what happens when you have a situation that comes up, in this case, you realize you don't have Mitchell Robinson for the whole season. Okay. So the first thing you got to do is evaluate what you have and how you can play what you have. I'm sure the Knicks are doing that. Clear-headed thinking. You decide, okay, can we play Hartenstein at the 5? I would say that answer is yes. The second question is, okay, who's going to be, because Hartenstein's a major part of Mobb Deep. He's a major part of Mobb Deep. So what are you going to do on Mobb Deep's side to replace a Hartenstein? That's really what it comes down to at this point. So you have Jericho Sims and you have Taj Gibson. Now, Taj can give you 15 minutes a game. Taj, and he said that too yesterday. He could give you 15 minutes a game. I mean, good minutes. So you can get 15 minutes. Your starter, you got to figure you're going to play Hartenstein 25 to 30 minutes. So let's get 25. That leaves 23 minutes left of time at the 5 spot. Last night, because Hartenstein got hit in the face and went in the locker room for extended time, he came back out to play, but they had Julius playing the 5. I didn't like that, and I don't think Julius liked that. But I don't think they're going to continue to do that too often. But that's the question. So Hartenstein, I feel, would be the starter. You don't want to bring a guy in off the street. Like, you don't want to go get like some people mention an Andre Drummond or whoever. You don't want to trade right now for this cause. You don't want to do that. You don't want to disrupt what you have around 5 just to get a 5 that's going to be a backup. So you don't do that. But the question is, can they trust Jericho Sims with Mobb Deep? That's really what it comes down to. Because if you can do that, and again, if you're going to play Hartenstein, let's say you play him 30 minutes, then you don't have to play Jericho and Taj extended minutes unless Hartenstein's in foul trouble. That's when probably you're going to have that. Or Hartenstein gets hurt. Then you might have something you got to look at with Drew at the 5 more. But right now, Hartenstein's a tough cookie. You can get Hartenstein at the 5 in the starting unit. Can you trust Jericho in the second unit? That's the question that they have to evaluate now. In my opinion, I feel like for the continuity sake of the team, you put Jericho in the second unit and you just roll from there. And then Jericho gets his minutes now. He'll get his 15 minutes in the second unit. And then you can play Taj 10 minutes or less. But you still got Taj if somebody's in foul trouble or somebody's get hurt, and Taj is a reliable dude in that sense. Now, they're not going to be the team they were with Mitchell Robinson at his full strength in terms of defense. But I noticed last night everybody picked up a little bit more on the defensive end. Now, if they do that, we'll see what happens. Again, I don't want to be one of those that say this is what they can never do this. They can never win a chip like this, or they can never get this, or they can never that. That's for knuckleheads that drink too much. No. What we're going to do is let's see what we got. Again, okay, MitchRob is out. What can we do without MitchRob now? What can Hartenstein do? Can RJ step up? Can Grimes get a shot back? What can we do? See? So let them roll. That's all I'm saying. Let them roll. Now, they got Milwaukee twice. Saturday and Monday. They got Milwaukee twice. Both in the Garden. This is a good test. Okay? You got them twice. This is almost like a playoff atmosphere because now you're playing them on Saturday. You've already played them a couple times. Now you're playing them on Saturday. It's almost like a 7-game series. So you can scout. You know what you got to do. They're going to scout you. There are going to be adjustments made between the two games. It's going to be interesting to see. So it is a good test for the Knicks. Let's see what they can do. And that's all I'm saying. Let's not make any rash decisions, rash moves, rash trades, NBA 2K. We got to react now. No. Chill. And evaluate what you got. And let's see how that rolls. Anyway, you all enjoy your Thursday. Be safe out there. Shalom.